Gotta do the usual, wait a couple minutes. Let people file in. Alright, I want to make sure that we can actually finish this Soul Chronicle mode, so I'm going to start just a little bit early. Got a lot of story. Okay, Yoshimitsu's next. The Manji clan's cruel fate.
The Manji clan, a group of Japanese ninjas known for their unusual powers, maintained neutrality even as their country was embroiled in civil war.
He has like a samurai katana.
Fearing their strength and their defiance, the nation's chief warlord ordered every man, woman, and child be killed. However, one survived, Yoshimitsu, next in line to succeed the chief and a master swordsman. He single-handedly took on the warlord's army, dealing them a hard blow, but they eventually overwhelmed him, severing his right arm.
Oh, wow.
Despite the countless pursuers sent after Yoshimitsu, he vanished without a trace. That is until one day, an agent for the warlord received word that Yoshimitsu had been sighted.
On the streets of London.
It was in this vicinity, sir.
He lurks around here, you say? You're sure of that?
Yes, sir. He matches the description. He even had a mechanical arm.
So, he escaped deep into these mountains. Finally, good tidings for our lord.
About that.
He did not escape. He just wished to converse with you. Tonight, a demon runs wild.
What are you? You some kind of monster?
It has been a while since I've met such lowly dogs.
Is that really you, Yoshimitsu? Why do you look like that?
My hate for you all has transformed me into a demon.
Huh. Wasn't expecting Yoshimitsu to be like a villain character.
Ask questions. They are about the soul edge you seek.
You will get nothing from me.
Battle 1. Fight!
Yoshimitsu is one of those characters where, like, even if you don't know how to play him, he can like do pretty cool stuff. Like I'm just button mashing. I did that crazy spin and thing. Sure.
Battle 2. Fight.
Ready?
Okay, let's get some moves stringing together, Yoshimitsu. Forgot you could do that. Oh, I want to do a cool move. Okay, you can stop making this annoying, agent.
Battle 3. Fight.
Now, oh, so I didn't mean to use the soul charge. But why isn't like Yoshimitsu's eyes glow blue like in his portrait? There's like flame blue, blue flame coming out of his eyes, and his
Gaze
mouth.
upon yourself in my blade and recall what you can about Soul Edge.
Edge.
But know this, you cannot lie to a Manji.
Munch! Mind reading! Ah!
So it is as the rumors say. Soul Edge is indeed an invincible sword. You appear to have searched for it far and wide, but now that task shall lie with me. And then, with that power, I shall teach you fiends the meaning of hell on earth.
Yoshimitsu is pretty intense. Rumors of Soul Edge. Hearing rumors that Soul Edge was to be sold at auction, Yoshimitsu headed to a Southeast Asian port. Once there, however, his plans to steal the sword were thwarted by a man wielding a strange weapon. Convinced there was some sort of plot afoot, he paid a visit to the auction's organizer. Isn't this where it intersects with Maxie's story? Yeah.
Tell me what you know about that sword. Look at my blade.
The sword was a fake designed to draw out and kill my lady's competitors.
The sword stuck on his chest.
What a black day this has turned out to be.
So you are the one who spread the rumors. Tell me everything you know about the real Soul Edge.
What is this monstrous transformation? Deal with him at once.
You mean, what's this dope transformation? It looks awesome.
Quiet!
That's a crazy move. Ouch. Yoshimitsu's pretty smooth. And I don't even know how to play him, really. Oh, what the... Didn't mean use the soul charge. No. No. Weird. It looks like they use custom character stuff to make Lila.
That is everything I know. But it is all
At the same
hearsay.
time, it's like,
Make of it
how
what
do you make
will.
that?
So the rumors multiply as one heads west?
If you doubt me, use that strange power of yours. By the way, are you having money troubles? If so, I have something that might interest you.
Do not be absurd. Even as a demon, I'd never strike a bargain with a scoundrel such as you. Get out of my sight.
Dang, dude, Yoshimitsu's pretty intense. Like, he used to be just like a joke in like the later game, or the earlier games, but... The color of gallantry. Yoshimitsu's pursuit of information relating to Soul Edge took him to the Ming Empire. It appeared that they were obsessed with the weapon, which they called the hero's sword, so much so that the Emperor had dispatched an investigation unit to search for it. Rampant with violence and rebellions, the Empire was teetering on the edge of collapse. Perhaps that was why the sword was so desperately sought after. That's supposed to be ironic. So I think the Ming Empire is what, like, Zhonghua is a part of.
How about taking a load off?
Looks like quite a burden, brother. It's my favorite line. I don't know why. Looks like quite a burden, brother.
If he's real, let's see him save your life right now.
Yo!
What the? Where'd you come from?
From hell.
That's all. I think Yoshimitsu's my favorite character. He's a bit edgy, but that's kind of why I like him. Whoa. Ouch. Owie. Bring it on. Ow. Wait, did I regain health when I did that move? Oh my gosh. What the? Okay. I don't know how I did that breath attack, but I did it. And I won.
Thank you kindly for your help. Your swordsmanship and your kindness remind me of a hero from ancient tales.
Such nonsense. I merely took pity on one who willingly submits himself to death.
Many speak of great intentions, but few are those who act to save others. The feeling of commiseration is the beginning of humanity. You walk a noble path.
You know nothing of me. The path I walk is strewn with corpses.
Though you now walk a different path, your destination may remain the same.
Please don't speak gibberish.
I pray your deliverance from doubt is swift.
Okay, besides those last two lines, that was some actually decent writing. It was pretty simple, but like, it was good. Seeds of Courage. Once through the Ming Empire and continuing west, Yoshimitsu stopped off at a village in Middle East to replenish his water supply. There he heard word of a group who enslaved strange creatures and abducted people. They too were searching for Soul Edge, or so it was said. Shouldn't have had anything to do with them, and yet for some reason he felt like he couldn't ignore it either. Yoshimitsu has some decent writing for once. It's like the best story so far, which isn't saying much, but...
Best leave now. You are the last one.
Thank you.
What am I doing? None of this will help me achieve my aim.
You! So, you are the one who freed our experiments.
Now this is the cult Astaroth was made in Sword of the Lizardmen.
Your lizard men
At least
that's
what I'm guessing. Yeah.
Why you? Well, we have you surrounded. Happy now? Tear the intruder to pieces! He shall make an ideal sacrifice to Pelgaea.
Pelgaea. Yeah, Yoshimitsu. Hang on, I feel like... Okay, if I can... I feel like there's a move you can, like, string off of that Yoshimitsu thing. Like, you know, the one where he says Yoshimitsu. I didn't even mean to do that, but that was really perfectly timed. See, that's part of the thing I like about this game, is just you can do cool stuff without meaning to.
They call him Nightmare. The vanguard of High Priest Kumpetku is waiting for an opportunity to strike.
The Blue Knight.
Final question. Where is this Nightmare?
In Europe. Ostrine.
Bug.
What have you done to me?
What? My powers!
I have failed! Pelgaea! I offer you my body! Death shall be sweet release!
What? So he just killed himself. Okay.
My blade is clouded by the evil it has absorbed. Have I overused its power?
Now you gotta wait for the cooldown. Is revenge the answer? Yoshimitsu made it to Europe, where the rumors of Soul Edge were said to have originated. While searching for Nightmare, the current owner of Soul Edge began to feel his mental state deteriorate.
This must be his doing. Such cruel. Wherever the Azure Knight, Nightmare treads, only darkness and the stench of blood remain. His relentless evil makes me sick. My determination to avenge the slaughter of my clan has not faded. But does that not make the Azure Knight and I one and the same? Is this what my clan would want after suffering such bitter deaths? Is
I
my
mean,
soul now clouded
they're getting
by my
like
sword?
justice or revenge, whichever you want to call it.
Cannot allow the
But
flame
like,
of vengeance to fade. I
good for your
cannot.
people. But Nightmare's just killing because he kind of wants to. Because it's fun. In Cursed Lands, Yoshimitsu's long journey finally saw him reach Nightmare's castle in Ostrheinsburg. However, Nightmare had already been defeated, and Yoshimitsu instead found himself face to face with a young female warrior boasting a power clear and pure. Oh, so he kind of just comes up right after Nightmare's defeated, just like, "Hey y'all, what you doing here?"
Evil aura. It belongs to you, does it not? Did you come here in search of Soul Edge too?
Yes, I need to avenge my clan. Young lady, if you know anything about Soul Edge, tell me.
I'm not nice with this person.
You bear a strange power. But it has no effect on me. I am protected by another, and by the gods. If it is evil you seek, I shall have no choice but to stop you.
Yoshimitsu's like, "Okay, let's fight." He goes, "Wait, how does his like mind read work? Isn't it that he has to stab him with his sword?" Nah, that's not how to do whatever you do. Ouch. Ouch. Wow, this bot is comboing me. Holy crap. That critical edge did like almost nothing though. Quiet.
All things must end. Battle 2. Fight. Yoshimitsu! What? How's this? Ninja Sun Flare!
I was okay using that critical edge because whenever I do those moves that kind of like that weird thing I did where Yoshimitsu like sucks power out, it's actually giving him a crap ton of this the meter stuff. So he's able to just very easily get a bunch of meter. He doesn't gain meter on this, obviously, but... Climb!
Such power. However, I sense more to your sword than just anger. There is sadness and confusion.
You know how to read minds, too?
Even without such power, you can tell much by someone's
That was a
eyes
funny
and
line.
their voice.
You know how to read minds, too.
Revenge. Is that what you truly desire?
What is it to you?
Can you not answer? I am speaking to your soul.
Oh, sounds like people going yo 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 yo.
I do not know anymore.
No! Cast your sword aside!
That was a little rushed, but okay. Oh wait, do we have to see the rest of this in? Yeah, okay. Another check. Clouded Blade. The evil inside Yoshimitsu's sword reacted with the evil energy in Strasbourg. His blade was transformed into a siphon of pure malevolence. I can never figure out how to pronounce that word. Which began to eat away Yoshimitsu's soul. It's like in his mind. Evil Yoshimitsu.
Tonight, the demon runs wild again. Who are you? You wish to know my name? I am the demon of the sword. Hatred is my purpose, and blood sustains me. I see. I know your name. My name is of no importance. I shall take your body and use it to reduce this world to ashes.
Battle 1. Fight.
Ooh, this looks cool. Wow, I'm just getting tons of meter really quickly. Ouch. Ow. Scoundrel! Whoa. I don't know how to do that cool spin move that the sword demon did. Ouch. Ah, crap. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, Ringo.
Why do you resist? I shall grant you what you desire. Enough. You are not the demon of the sword. You have another path open to you. Your name is Yoshimitsu. Now be silent.
Yoshimitsu. Now be silent.
Good. You finally come to.
Where am I? Oh, you. I'm in your debt.
Sounds a bit more human now.
Yourself.
No. I was weak. I lost my way. Only the thought of another's death kept me going. But never did I discern what I was becoming. I must walk the path of benevolence and justice. If I protect the weak and crush evil, none shall ever again walk that wicked path I took. That is how I shall avenge my clan. My people, watch over me as I battle for justice.
The names of the warriors whose fates were
That was
bound to
like
the two swords
by far
and
the
etched
best
into the very
the
fibers
story
of
this
history.
game has produced. So far, at least. Like, that was really good. It was a bit cheesy, but I'd rather have cheesy than, like, bad. You know? Next is Raphael. Family's betrayal.
Raphael, the cold, cruel head of the Sorel family, is known for his fencing prowess and deep knowledge of medical science. Though still young,
Medical
he has
science.
survived numerous plots and venomous political strife to establish his family as part of the ruling elite. However, when the evil seed occurred, a noble that he had backed went violently insane and attempted to kill the king. Seeing this as the perfect opportunity to strike, Raphael's political enemies blamed him for the incident and attacked his Paris home. Betrayed one by those around him, Raphael fled to his birthplace, Rouen, in order to mount a counterattack. Though he arrived safely after shaking off his
So
pursuers,
he's French, is
he
that?
did not get the welcome he had hoped for.
Nicola, why are you fraternizing with the enemy?
Dear
Oh,
Uncle,
Jarkard.
it is you who has driven me to this. How could you support a traitor who sought to slay His Highness?
You have nowhere left to run, Lord Raphael, former head of the House of Sorel.
So even my own flesh and blood would debase themselves to save their own skin. You think by selling me out the same won't happen to you?
We are simply doing what you have taught us. Trust no one. Those of no worth must be cast aside, even one's own parents.
Such callous teachings are worthy of your fearsome reputation. But no matter. In a few days, your head will be paraded about the streets of Paris.
Whoa, easy there, buddy. So, can we have Raphael without the glasses? It looks dumber with them on. And, like, he doesn't have him in that portrait.
Come on!
Oh. Also, doesn't fencing have a lot of, like, stabbing? Because you got more of, like, a poke stick than an actual sword. Or, I guess a fencing sword is a thing, but it's a more of a sword used for stabbing, isn't it? I wouldn't actually know, because I have no experience with fencing whatsoever. I've rarely even seen fencing. It's just something I've never really... It's just one of the things where it's like, you know it exists, but you just never, like, learned anything about it. Wow, okay, soldier, can you not spam? Wow, 5 of his moves have been that. I caught him. Is this him running?
Everything started going wrong that day. The day that great beam of light pierced the sky. Blast! How many more pursuers must I slay?
He's headed into the slums. You lot secure the surrounding area.
I have nothing left. Life is but a series of betrayals. None shall give me a second glance if I look like this. pauper's daughter?
I heard something over here.
No. This back alley can't be my end.
You, child. A strange noble passed through here, didn't he? Tell me where he went.
Okay.
Is this how my life is to end? Betrayed by a child?
He went over there and hid behind the horse cart.
The coward! After him! He should still be nearby!
You know, not being able to see, like, because assumably Raphael's hiding, but like,
you saved me.
I can't tell what's happening.
I just wanted to annoy them.
Still, I'm glad. So, tell me your name.
Amy?
Amy. Amy is in Soul Calibur 4?
You're silly.
At least.
Why cry when you're safe?
Oh, child, only if you knew. The slums. A young girl from the slums had saved Raphael's life. For Raphael, who had never relied on anyone by himself, having someone come to his aid was no small matter, even if his salvation was born purely of a child's whim. Amy's actions were were enough to rouse emotions Raphael had long forgotten.
This should do it. Just don't touch the wound.
Thanks. Us poor folk never get to see a doctor. Then again, it's not as if we've any reason to live.
In my short while here, not one of these people has spoken with hope.
You know, life's strange sometimes. Red's a loner and normally doesn't trust others. Speak of the devil. Farewell.
Is Red the name of Amy? Or Amy's nickname or something? Because she's a redhead. Oh wow, who could have guessed?
I have some bread. It's not much, but here.
You're too kind. The money I earned... Oh no, he left without paying.
Dummy.
I've been wondering, Amy.
Here's a
Do you not have a
dummy.
family?
Don't know. I've always been alone as far back as I can remember.
It must be tough for an orphan to fend for herself.
Hope only leads to despair. At least when I'm alone, no one can betray me. Right?
From a young age, she's never trusted anyone. Just like me. Whether one is rich or poor, life is equally twisted and corrupt.
That's an interesting
Someone's
line.
coming. Hide.
Never really thought about it like that.
Why, hello, Red. You're a slippery one. Everyone around here's paid their protection money. Except you. What is it? Have you found yourself another bodyguard?
Another bodyguard.
I know you've got some vagabond looking after you. How dare you bring trouble to my territory? First, your left leg. Then...
What are you gonna do with her left leg?
Vermin, unhand her now.
Again? I'm just curious what they were thinking of doing to her left leg. Were they gonna, like... My first thought is that they were gonna cut it off, which would be messed up. But, like... I don't know, were they gonna, like... I don't know, were they gonna paint it? I don't know. Like, whoa, what happened there?
Show me your leg.
You didn't need to come out. Getting hit's no big deal. It's normal.
No, Amy.
It's not.
That's not the way the world is.
Really?
You've given me a future. In return, I must give you the same.
Go ahead, if that's what you want.
Hold on, I'm doing something for Instagram to advertise the channel. Okay. On the run. With the aristocracy continuing to fight their petty battles, ordinary people had all but surrendered their spirit and given up on life. I lost track of where I was reading. Okay. Like animated corpses, their lives were drained of all meaning and joy. Instead, Raphael decided it best to seek refuge with Amy in a land where the sun never sets. Spain. The land where the sun never sets. I assume he's sparring with this person?
Your blade is sharp, but a little too straight. That's the brilliance of a French sword, and it's failing.
Indeed. However, there is someone whose life I must protect. That's why I must learn the best techniques Spanish swordsmanship has to offer.
Very good. A sword is indeed for protection. You must move with rhythm and swing your sword with passion. On guard!
So he's learning how to do Spanish sword, or like do Spanish swordsmanship, as opposed to his old French style. That's kind of cool, I think. Yep. Whoa. I didn't mean to do. Is that a banjo that plays? Or not a banjo, but like a... It's like the little guitar thing. I think it starts with a K. Yep. Gosh. I'm trying to hit him out of the whole knocked off more armor. Yay!
Excellent. All movement must come from the heart. You appear to have grasped that concept well.
I'm
generic sword.
Actually, I have one more request. This girl, I'd like her to learn to protect herself.
Such a sense of caution. It's difficult to teach one who keeps a lock on their heart. However, I may know someone who can be of assistance.
Really? Please introduce us at once.
Raphael, you're such a dummy.
Today's live stream of the story has been really good so far. The road home. As they wandered through Spain like nomads, Raphael sharpened his blade skills while also teaching Amy some techniques. However, with his enemies a constant threat, he felt his and Amy's nomadic lifestyle would do her more harm than good, and so took the risk of crossing the border back into France.
Raphael, I'm cold. Hold my hand.
Sorry, Amy. How's this? We must find sanctuary, no matter what it takes. I can't teach you properly if we keep having to escape.
Raphael Sorel. I never thought I'd see you on French soil.
How unfortunate for you to run into us.
I thought we'd be safe over the mountains. Are you sure you all want to come at me without reporting my discovery first?
We're not falling for that old trick. We'll only need to send a report of your death.
Amy, do you remember what I taught you? Strike the enemy true, one by one. You need only worry about protecting yourself.
Yeah, because Raphael can protect both of them. Because he's cool. I don't know what this guy was doing. Quick shout out to the music, it's pretty good. Whoa, I didn't even mean to do that, but that was pretty cool.
Let's begin. Try to have some dignity.
Eat. Didn't mean to do that, but that was good.
It's time for you to perish. That's more like it.
Just bump.
It's over. You don't want anything to happen to the girl, do you?
Amy, let her go.
Certainly, in exchange for your life.
You win. Amy's everything to me.
Raphael, you dummy!
Amy?
Cut that branch!
Ah!
What the? The snow! Damn you!
Yeah!
Oh my, just cut the crap out of that guy.
Is that all of them?
Yes. You did well, Amy. Nobody should follow us.
This is like,
For the time
holy
being,
crap, you just killed that guy.
Amy's quick thinking and skill, we'd be done for. I can't protect her with only a sword.
I saw Dumas and I thought it said W. Wealthy Lord Dumas. After crossing the mountains, Raphael and Amy arrived at a citadel in the south of France. To ensure her safety, it occurred to Ralph that she would need a decent home and financial security. So, disguising his real name, he became a servant to the wealthy Lord Dumas. He pulled off the Clark Kent and just threw on some glasses and say, "Hey, I'm someone completely different."
You have allowed two strangers into your home, Lord Dumas. I am simply returning your kindness.
My servants speak very highly of you, too. You possess great wisdom, quick judgment, and charity. That is why I feel most distressed. Will you not rethink dueling on my behalf?
Certainly not, my lord. I am your sword and staff. I merely wish to protect your honor and name while you are ill.
Wait, is this... Oh, okay. When the loading screen took a while, I was like, oh wait, there's probably gonna be a battle here, isn't there? Ow. Yep. Kicks always win. Okay, that just went right through. Get your toes destroyed.
Try to have some dignity. Still one more? Have a taste.
Oh, what? How did his go more than mine? It looked like the same attack. Except he got cool cinematic angles on his. Maybe because he was the one that initiated the reversal edge. That looked pretty funny.
Very good, Raffi.
Raffi?
Your devotion has made up my mind.
What do you mean, my lord?
Listen, Raffi. I will soon meet my end, and I have no child of my own. It would make me so happy if you would become the heir to my fortune. However, I have one request.
I am overwhelmed by your generosity. What is your request?
Hand me a bagel, will you?
Amy, is it? She is not your daughter, correct? If you are to become my son, you should send her away to an orphanage, perhaps. As I have said before, she seems to be a great weight around your neck.
I did not expect you to say such a thing. How about we continue this conversation over some tea? I recently managed to obtain some fine, rare chinaware from the East.
Raphael's just like, no. Perfect world. I shall toast to the death of those who come between Amy and I. Ralph became the Lord Dumas's adopted son, declaring that his relatives had gone on a long journey. His previous efforts to gain everybody's trust had paid off, as not one soul doubted him. Wait, what? A little confusing.
Thank you. How are the lessons going?
I read it as lemons.
The girl will grow into a fine lady. On his return, my lord will be struck dumb in disbelief. Still...
Raphael, I think I'm more suited to sword practice. Can't you teach me, like you used to?
Amy, you're smart enough to understand. If you want to carve a future for yourself, you need an education and manners.
I know, but you meanie.
Amy's cute.
As you can see, there is still some way to go.
Amy. Can I really offer Amy a bright future like this? I came to this reading room looking for answers, but I'm coming up empty-handed.
I mean, there's like thousands of books in here, but...
A fine education. Despite the freedom this lifestyle offers, it's not enough. This letter. Report on the evil seed. Could it be? There's no mistaking it. This is research on that abominable evil seed. Malfestation? Madness? The evolution of humanity? Interesting. It all sounds so fantastical. This was written by Scholar of the Future. Who could that be?
I assume that transition meant he read it.
Soul Edge. A cursed sword that feeds on souls?
Like, wait, hold on, throws glasses on. Okay, make him in.
Raphael?
I see. An exchange is made for power. Maybe this sword is the key.
What is it, Raphael?
Oh, Amy. Why the long face?
I was waiting for you to come back. I thought maybe you were mad about earlier. I've been scared recently. I never knew what it felt like to have something to lose till I met you.
You have nothing to fear. I shall make you the perfect world.
Raphael? Are you in here?
Of course. Here's a thought. How about some hot chocolate for a change?
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
So, like, are they planning on... Holy crap, there's a long distance between these last two and this one. Like over a year. Like over 2 years, jeez. Okay. Tira's next. Yeah, so were they planning on being like, okay, we're probably going to make a Soul Calibur 7 that continues these stories? Because, like, Raphael's didn't have, like, a climactic ending. It's kind of like, oh, Soul Edge exists. Okay, let's go after that thing. Tira in two minds.
In the shadows of Europe lurks a group of assassins known as the Bird of Passage. One
I think I've heard of them.
Was
like,
born
throughout
and
this
bred
game,
to
there's
be an
something.
assassin. The moment the evil seed happened, Tira was undertaking a mission. Under the influence of the evil seed, her group's leader went insane, causing the other members to scatter. As a result, she was cast out into the world. Through a stroke of good fortune, a family took her in. However, her newfound stability was to be short-lived. Over the most trivial of things, Tira exploded with rage and ended up killing her entire family.
Well, then, might want to calm down a little bit there, Tira.
This is what I was born to do. Pure heaven.
Never mind.
So peaceful. I wish this moment would never end.
Who's that speaking?
Shut up. Doesn't matter who I am.
We need to get out of here.
Damn it. I know.
I will say,
We can continue
visually,
to
I
kill
really like
all by
Tira's
myself.
character. At least, like, her head. Tira 2, soul destroying. Possessed of a split personality, Tira could be euphoric one moment and distinctly sour the next. Over time, these separate facets of her character came up with names for one another, jolly and gloomy, with no particular destination in mind. Tears out and ready to climb as many lives as she could. Hello. Is it whale termelon, but it's glitched, so it says
excuse me.
a tegu or whatever.
Please help me.
What's wrong?
It's kinda difficult to put into words.
It's okay.
I kind of have split personalities.
I'll be taking your life now.
Okay then. Use.
Battle 1. Fight!
I can't believe I got that off. Ouch. After the stream, or I guess I think you can technically do it during the stream, but if you want to go back and watch, I did Yoshimitsu and Raphael's story today so far, and Yoshimitsu's story is like my favorite one, and Raphael's is really good too. Also, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just pressing buttons. And they're working.
This is so much fun!
Who cares what you think? Can't you kill without opening your trap?
But if we're not careful, we'll draw attention. And it's not just about the actual killing. If you just rush in, then you can't enjoy the expression your victims make.
Yeah, Yoshimitsu is litty. Pure murder! Nothing like jolly whatsoever. Gloomy was obsessed with pure killing, and like nothing more than to roam battlefields in search of her next prey. As killing grounds went, there was certainly worse places for it, though indiscriminate murder was always going to come with its risks.
You always get carried away, Jolly. Who needs fancy stuff? All you need to do is crush, slice, and bathe in blood. That's what real killing is about.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, pipe down. Can't you see how annoyed I am?
Gotta admit, some of Tira's writing is pretty cringy. Okay, I pressed different buttons for that, but it did the same thing. Also, in case you missed it, my favorite line in this game so far is, looks like a heavy burden there, brother. There's a bandit who talks to this, like, random monk guy. And it's like exactly what the guy sounds like. Looks like a heavier burden there, brother. It has a pretty sharp hula hoop. Kinda think that's the point.
There! Over there!
Brother.
Uh-oh. I told you! This is what happens when you go over the top. We need to plan things out.
Who cares? This is how I do things.
So is that gonna be like any plot, or are we just basically getting more filler? Falcons in the shadows. Tira wandered aimlessly, jolly and gloomy, constantly at each other's throats. And then, out of nowhere, a member of the Flyaway Falcons appeared with his own agenda in mind. Who that is, we will never know.
Why can't you just keep your mouth shut for once?
Why can't you? I'd have more fun by myself.
Is nothing ever straightforward? Damn it, this is so annoying.
How come it always ends up like this, even though we both like killing so much?
Hold on, Jolly. Who are you?
When Tira's in her gloomy voice, I feel like I recognize the voice.
Huh? Are you part of the Bird of Passage too?
I need your help again. Icern Trussell.
Don't call me that. I'm Tira.
Icern Trussell. Yeah, sure we could do something after the stream. Not sure what, but we do For Honor. I probably won't do For Honor on stream. No, at least today. What just happened? He pulled up the reverse ledge, but I just switched to Jolly. I also don't know how I did that. And I totally did not press square there. That was a lot of things that I don't know what happened. It was just kind of like stuff. So I'm still confused. How do you, like, is there like a specific like input that switches Tira between Gloomy and Jolly?
Going back to the Bird of Passage. All I want to do is kill and have fun.
Still, I want to know something. Why are you here?
Nightmare is a threat.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Is that someone's name?
Tell me all you know before I kill you.
And the next chapter, question mark. Dreamed of Nightmare. According to the information Tira obtained from the Flyaway Falcons member, a being by the name of Nightmare was out there harvesting souls. Having witnessed the result of his cruelty with her own eyes, she could barely contain her excitement. Was it the prospect of meeting someone who shared her hobby, perhaps? Or simply that she had found someone to aspire to? This sounds like a, what's the word? Yandere, I think.
Wanton slaughter.
I've got goosebumps. I wonder what Nightmare's like. I want to see
He's hot,
him now.
I'll tell you that much.
Getting closer. We've got to be.
That means some silly flies are gonna start buzzing around.
Did you really think you could escape, Icern Trussell? I have been ordered to kill you if you refuse to come back to us.
Kill us? Just you try it.
You heard her.
I wonder what Nightmare is like.
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Oh. Oof. Too close. Yoink. Terra's fun, but it's just really confusing. Because I don't know how to properly switch between Jolly and
That's
Gloomy.
where Nightmare is. As long as the Bird of Passage or anyone stays out of my way, it's time to meet Nightmare.
Woo! This is where it starts.
It's time to meet Nightmare. Where's my... Oh, this is a yonder. Okay, I'm just gonna read this just without caring what the connotation might include. Where's my new master? The Tira arrived in Ostransburg, said to be Nightmare's base. However, instead of the Azure Knight, she was greeted by a man in a white hood. Soslomel's part of the story, someone's story finally.
So this is Ostransburg?
But there's no sign of the Azure Knight anywhere.
Probably died.
You were both right to come here. However, you are a little late.
Is this dullard all who's here? Too bad.
I shall tell you all you need to know. If I deem you worthy, of course.
Wow!
Anime eye twinkles.
You just became a teeny bit more interesting.
it's you. But he's black. As a scythe instead of a like crossbow or arm thing. Yeah, okay. I have to fight so I can't make jokes right now. Ow. 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 Can you stop destroying me, Zoslamel? Okay, this is actually kind of a hard boss fight. Gosh, Zoslamel's all over the place. Okay. I was doing a guard impact though. Gosh, dude, I can't get around Zoslamel. He's like the perfect character against me. I didn't even mean to guard impact. Oh boy. This is gonna be my first ever loss in Soul Chronicle mode. Gosh, he... can I attack Zoslamel, please? Okay, we can still win this. We just need to steal his wins. Ouch. That's... Oh. No. I was wondering to see if the bot would be stupid enough to let me actually do that. Oh crap, of course. I didn't mean to let my guard drop there. Oh, that was like the hardest fight in all of Soul Chronicle mode. Oh.
So, Nightmare is kind of like a puppet?
And he really killed so
Kind
many
of.
people?
All is done because Soul Edge, the cursed sword, wills it, desires it.
Alright then! Let's go see Soul Edge! Yay!
Do as you please. You are worthy of that, at least. I am not obligated to bring you into line.
Sasumo's so confusing.
What was his problem?
That was a rather boring fight. I didn't
Boring, that was
feel
like the fight of my life right there.
Who cares about him when Soul Edge awaits?
Things have suddenly gotten really interesting.
I know! I can hardly contain myself!
Oh, this is where I
First
am.
time we've been on the same page.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords.
Yeah, I've heard this thing like every time I finish a story, but I can never like quote along with it. We only got 3 left. Oh boy. Dude, tell him. The last priestess of the wind.
In a remote corner of lands to the east, there is a village of wind worshippers.
Oh, by the way, Wailtermelon, in the main story, you know who's that fight where you fight them? You like fight some random dude. That is the actual. That's the character you make in Libra of Souls, because you do that fight in Libra of Souls as well.
As time passed, Westerners began to visit
Pretty
her
cool.
village, and one happened to bring with him a certain metal shard. The elders who saw this vitality charm instantly realized it was dangerous, for it was a shard of the cursed sword, Soul Edge.
Hello, old lady.
This must have come from beyond the currents of the winds.
Of the winds.
It is far from where it belongs. It could end up influencing those nearby, altering their destinies.
Long ago, I sensed an
That's a
aura
weird
just
looking
like this
picture
one.
of Talon.
Oh,
She looks really tall in that picture.
This shard isn't the only one that's fallen away from where it belongs. It must be returned to its rightful place.
I agree with you, but
I sense it belongs in a faraway place. Please, let me take it there.
no. You're the last priestess of the winds, and the world is in chaos. If you were to leave this island and lose your purity, there would be no one left to praise the winds.
What?
I mean, you can still praise the winds, it's just not gonna do anything,
her
probably.
journey could bring her closer to
Sand
nature
put?
and amplify her purity as a priestess. Don't you think
Sand
that's
put?
just as possible?
Father?
I agree with my husband.
That lady looked like a unique character, but what was it, Sandput? Looked like just a default character with different hair and actually showing a torso. The eldest one.
Elder Kalana. Talim, think about what your name truly means.
I'm gonna walk backwards very slowly now.
She's gone. I see. Talim, you'll have to wait a bit longer until you get official permission.
Just a slow walk back and just be like,
the eldest one is not
gone.
as sharp as she once was, you know. Oh, listen to
so
the pot
stupid.
called the kettle black. You said it.
I didn't pay attention to the rest of that, and then I just come back into the cutscene to be like, don't let that kettle something black, I don't know. And the old lady's like laughing, I'm like, what? Dancing blades. Regardless of the commotion surrounding the metal shard, Talim still had to fulfill her duty as the last priestess of the winds. Accordingly, she returned her focus to practicing ritual sword dancing with the village of the wind deity's priest. That's a lot of English right there.
Such a nice breeze.
Indeed. Once you've finished your sword practice, you should hike to the mountaintop.
Great
Just
idea.
like the priestess above her,
Now, let's review your
like
lesson
passing the
once more.
torch or
Are you
whatever.
ready, Talon?
Yes.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh gosh, Talim is such an easy to button mash character, it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. Oh. Yep.
I think that's enough for today.
Thank you so much for your help.
Talim, is Talim here?
Yes.
My eyes can only go like 2 feet in front of me.
Unfortunately, we have a problem. The amulet. I can't find it anywhere.
I was really thinking they were gonna say the elder, like they can't find it. The elder, and so I just read it. The elder, we can't find it anywhere.
I can't sense it anywhere.
Where could it have gone? I doubt this is simply some mischievous trick. Perhaps a foreigner carried it off. Perhaps we should be thankful it's gone now.
Is the amulet the soul edge shard?
No telling what evils it may brew in the future. We can't relax until it's returned to its rightful place. However...
Huh? Don't worry, everyone. I'll find it.
Oh, truly? Talim's determined. We don't need to worry.
Ah, I see how this logic goes. You won't let her take the soul edge shard to wherever she was gonna take it, but you'll let her bring it back to Mount Makirin. I guess that's how. Talim headed to the illustrious and holy Mount Makirin to train. In her heart she held a faint hope that she might discover some clues about the amulet.
Thank you for making the long trek.
Why is there so many, like,
Last priestess of the winds.
original, like, character portraits in Talem's story?
Request that you teach me the techniques of mountain maculating.
Because, like, normally there's at least, like, 10 generic-bodied characters in these cutscenes, but, like, pretty much everyone except for Sandput is unique-looking in Talem's story. No. Wait, how did that not go into the reversal edge thing? Ouch. I don't know how I dodged their attack. There we go, I just want to go into anything. I don't know how they even had health left.
I've never seen a child who is as beloved by the spirits as you. Looks like I don't have anything to teach you at all.
Thank you very much.
I am completely worthless to the story.
Oh, the amulet? If it really is as powerful as you say, I'm sure you'll find it in no time. You have great sensitivity to the spirit world after all. I don't think you'll have too hard a time.
I thought so.
Hmm?
Oh, it's nothing. Thank you so much for your help.
Wait, hold on, what? I was like half paying attention to that. What happened there? Search party. The village's children had gone missing. What's more, the bands of strangers had been sighted in the area recently, some of them rumored to be violent. Before any harm should come to them, Talem set off down the mountain in search of the lost children. Okay.
I finally found it.
Oh, Talem!
That's a weird. Those are weird-looking children. I am not comfortable with
Your
this.
adventuring games for later. Everyone in the village is very busy right now.
A mischievous demon tricked us down the wrong path. It's true.
Demons are restless.
What the heck?
Whoa! I'm scared. It seems they're in need of a little lesson.
I thought the word lesson had one S in it. Or like when that line of text, I thought they had only put one S in it. But nope, they put two. So they know how to write in English. Alright. So that was all button mashing. And it did not. Wait. What was she doing at the end there? Like meditating or something? Oh, well, no, that. Yeah. Ouch. Ouch. I want to get into the weird wind meditation stance. Oh, I didn't realize there was a third fight. gosh, Tom's so easy to button mash with.
Hey, tell him. Were the demons getting
Those
restless
children
because
look
of
so
that amulet?
weird.
No, I think they're just agitated by all the foreigners around these days.
Hey, can the foreigners see the demons too?
No. Creatures of the spirit world can only be seen by those who are pure.
Wow.
Wow!
Come on, let's go.
Alright. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, guys. Gonna just we'll add that to the okay. Be right back. Quick bathroom break. Alright, I'm back. I gotta fix the message thing. Alright, cool, let's continue. Cacophonous creatures? That's what it looks like, it says. Rumors had spread to the village of a vampiric creature appearing in the suburbs of a nearby town. Sensing her people's panic, Tom vowed to destroy the monster.
Each night it's more ill deeds. We're at wit's end.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
They've seemed especially violent as of late. Travelers have reported attacks. Be careful.
I will.
They're good at disguising themselves as humans. The thought of them transforming into one of us is terrifying.
Please don't worry yourself too much. Priestesses have the ability to see through disguises. Everything will be fine.
Is there gonna be a battle here, or...?
Battle 1.
Okay, you know how I said in, like, a live stream or two ago of Soul Calibur how, like, this game has really bad, like, transitions? Well, this just took the cake, because there wasn't even, like, an enemy here. It was just like, oh, suddenly we're gonna fight this thing. Also, this vampire is terrifying, I'll be honest. Ouch. What armor was there to break off? Oh, his wings. I sliced off his wings by hitting him in the torso. That makes sense. Jeez, this thing is pretty crazy. The vampire is so creepy. Your new novel, we call him To the Wind. I don't even know. Uh-oh. What? I was blocking. Just rolls back up and kicks it in the butt.
To get a little forceful, but you should be okay for now.
I knew we could count on a priestess from the village of the wind deity.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry that there's no way for us to repay you. We've no idea where the amulet is.
It's okay. I'm just glad I could help. Now, if you'll excuse me.
She's so grown up for her age.
That she is.
Oh, it's not creepy at all. An innocent breeze. Talum had a strange feeling about the amulet, as though an opportunity was presenting itself. She made her way to visit Kalana, the eldest one, who had happened to be her grandmother.
Eldest one?
Oh, Talum?
Yes, it's me.
What a fine breeze.
Grandma, don't you think it's about time? Everyone seems really nervous, and I think I've proven myself to the village.
When did you notice?
When the amulet went missing. I mean, you're the only one who could hide something so powerful from everyone.
What are they talking about?
Such a clever child. Talum, I knew you already were powerful enough, but that wouldn't be enough to convince the rest. Therefore...
I know.
I am sorry for testing you.
It's okay. My name means Sharp Blade. Even the last priestess has to face danger sometimes in order to survive. It sounds a bit perilous, but I like my name.
Talum. Go.
I know you guys can't see my face right now, but I'm just like really confused. Because it's like, okay, so you tested her, but why? There wasn't like she needed to prove anything. Or at least that wasn't obvious. That's a nice looking picture, wow. I was so confused. And also, this store feels more worthless than Maxie's, which is saying something, because Maxie's felt like Maxie's was weird.
The two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Okay, so that was Talum's story. Now we gotta do Zoslamo. Who knows how long this will take. Prologue, Soul Edge.
Across all history, the truly strong remain shrouded deep in darkness, hidden from society. They carefully erase all traces of their existence, so that when later generations look back on history, it is as if they were never there. But sometimes, even the most perfect plans to erase one's tracks leave unexpected loose ends. This tome was one of those loose ends, left behind in charred ruins. What secrets lie within?
I don't know what secrets do lie within.
Zasalamel created me. A banal
Wait,
way
what?
to begin a tome. But writing down one's own history in a book is strange enough to begin with. I began writing this as an indulgent pastime, so I may as well enjoy myself. Now,
He was the first man to create autobiographies.
I intend to record its secrets in this very tome. However, I must exercise caution. A fitting end awaits all who seek the cursed sword. Some may laugh and call this an exaggeration. Should anyone who has held that sword ever read this tome, though, I'm certain they'll agree with me. The origin of Soul Edge is a mystery. Legend says it was once an ordinary sword, void of any power. But after fighting on countless battlefields, it gathered a great deal of negative power, until a curse fell upon it. That much is true. All who took Soul Edge in their hands became slaves to the blade, murdering until they bled their last drop of blood. That is why so few know of it, despite its appearances time and time again throughout history. Until, that is, an age-long
This is really boring.
when there appeared a man with a mind powerful
Gotta be
enough
honest.
to resist the sword's control. He was known as the Hero King.
So there was a Hero King. Chapter 1, the Hero King, the dominating figures who wield Soul Edge, the birth of Soul Calibur. Wow.
In that ancient age, great change came only through war.
Is this gonna be the whole like, quote-unquote episode as these stories are called?
Being the man he was, one could say it was inevitable that he would bring peace to this warring world. I won't record the Hero King's name here. Someday I may decide the time is right to reveal it, but that time isn't now. It is said the Hero King lost Soul Edge due to his jealous son. After the Hero King killed his son,
Does anyone mind if I just skip through this? Like, I've never been so bored of an episode.
and the Spirit Sword both come from the very same steel. While the name Soul Edge is known to a select few,
No
the
minds.
name Soul Calibur is known to almost no one.
Okay.
There is a
I'll
reason
just
the
skip
Spirit
this
Sword
part
was
because
never
it's
revealed
being
to the world.
boring.
Some say the Hero King created the Spirit. Those who they were known as the Guardians. Like
The
a thief in the night.
Guardians.
They told
Okay, this is gonna be like a speed run. I'm just gonna keep pressing square until we get into a battle, or something else happens. Wow! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me? He's just exposition? This is seriously just exposition. Who would want this? That was the worst story by far. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Who wanted that? What were they thinking? Okay, I'm gonna play Geralt's story now. No rest for the Witcher. Oh my gosh, that was so stupid. Zaslamel's entire story is exposition.
Witchers are known as warriors with unusual powers. The slayers of monsters and fiends, and eliminators of other forms of devilry.
Anyways, so Geralt's the ghost character if you don't know. It's from The Witcher 3 at least. I don't know if there's a different main character for 1 and 2.
Strange, had been greatly respected, yet in recent years, rumors had spread that she was dabbling in the dark arts. She had achieved prominence as a researcher of planes, but if she were to call forth a demon from another dimension, it could have grave consequences. Accordingly, she was a threat to be assessed and, if found guilty of iniquity, a threat to be contained. In search of the truth and prepared to mete out punishment as necessary, Geralt made his way to the ruins of a citadel standing amidst marshlands.
Oh, it's the underground story already.
I'm here. To check if these suspicions, accusations even, are true. See these demons you summoned, and if you have, to stop you, punish you. That's the contract.
Tell me, Witcher, do you know what I've
That's
studied
an
all
ugly
these
lady.
years? The magic, the skill?
Planes, passages between them. Heard you're an expert. Pretty tricky for someone working on their own, gotta admit.
And you? Do you also label me a heretic?
No. Don't get me wrong. Got no reason to suspect you of anything, yet. Just want to talk.
My greatest wish was to access a different plane.
Right. Got that much, I think.
But that is not to say I ever wish to commune with, let alone summon demons and spirits from other worlds. Through rifts into other dimensions, I explored the possibilities, sought another plane. I was but a fisherman casting a line. And then it happened.
What happened?
A response.
That narrowing of Geralt's eyes.
Powerful in a place altogether elsewhere. Bold you are, Witcher, even to venture here. If you wish to see if my studies deal with demons, why, have yourself a gander!
What is this?
That was like an anime noise, just...
Head's pounding. Where the hell am I? Some sort of passageway between planes? What's at its end? Another dimension? Whatever it is, sure doesn't sound pleasant. Huh. Don't try me. Really not in the mood.
Yeah, because at least I think based off of Geralt's reveal trailer, isn't it? He gets like teleported to the Soul Calibur universe. You win! Whoops. Sorry. I accidentally hit the mic a little bit.
Damn it.
My idea is just the Malfestor just yeeted himself off the side of the little platform there.
Medallion won't be much use. Got too much to sense here, huh?
Anime noise. Witcher and the Witch. The witch had been telling the truth. She had indeed detected, waves from the evil sea, released by Soul Edge. God, for some reason I'm burping, I don't know why. Geralt found himself traveling a path that connected two worlds, eventually setting foot on unknown soil. Though he didn't exactly receive a warm welcome upon arrival, he managed to escape safely to a place that seemed familiar yet somehow different from the Kaer Morhen he knew. Sorry if I mispronounce anything that's from The Witcher, because I don't know anything from The Witcher.
How about that? Kaer Morhen. Sure brings back memories. No way this is real, though. Some sort of magic. Gotta be. Huh. Exactly like I remember.
You
Well,
appear
also
to be
know.
from a foreign land, or am I mistaken?
Something strange about you. Let me guess. Sorcerer?
Some may call me that. However, I have mastered the use of weapons.
Place seems full of people just looking for trouble.
I feel like Zasamel got robbed of like an actual story, because his thing was literally all exposition. Like, who would want to read that?
Battle 1. Fight.
Ow. Whoops, didn't mean to do that same move again. Thanks for the free hit, dude.
Battle 2. Fight.
That hurt?
I think it did. Ouch.
Underestimated you. Mistake. Big mistake. Leave your hope in shreds. Let's go. For you.
Okay, I don't know what that move does. It was a distraction. I meant to do that.
Interesting. Now I see what power you hold. It appears my plans will have to change a bit. To think it would be possible to travel between worlds. Fascinating.
Someone sent me here.
I'm Zasamel. I have to end every sentence by dragging out the last word.
Forgive my discourtesy. Pleasant journey, stranger.
He does it though. He does drag out every last word.
Which way you turn here, you get a skilled warrior, including that last one. Could get in some good practice. No, got things to tend to. Pressing matters.
Dogged pursuit. Geralt didn't feel at home in his new dimension, or in this new dimension. Magic was not commonplace. No one was being attacked by monsters, and there were no other Witchers in sight. What time, or what area was he in this universe? Yeah, have you seen Nightmare Game?
Refused to practice it. Should have enlisted that guy's help. Might have been a real sorcerer. Preparing potions will be a pain. Huh? There you are. You again? Get teleported here.
I was wondering if that was supposed to be the same thing.
I know the feeling.
Alright, let's fight this guy again, but this time in the forest.
Battle 1. Fight!
Did he have a big sword like that? I don't remember him having that big old sword. Wow, that was really cool. He let me pull it off. Well, somehow I took more damage. Oh, Girl's actually really good. His moves are really cool looking. They're like really nice to look at, honestly. I mean, that's really with most characters, but I don't know, there's something about Geralt that's just really satisfying to just do these simple swings with.
I will kill you!
And Geralt's just a really simple character, which is really weird.
Still killing monsters. No rest for a witcher. Won't do me any good though, hunting beasts out here. Just not supposed to be here, plain and simple. Gotta get back to my own world.
An astral fissure. Was Geralt stirred by thoughts of Yennefer and Ciri back home? Who knows? Regardless, he began to look seriously into ways he could return to his world. His investigations led him to a place where the powers seemed to converge, causing a gate, known in this world as Astral Fissure, to appear sporadically. This gate could be the quickest route back to his own world, he surmised.
Seem to be places of power in this world too. Marshes, mountain-bound vales. Source of the power could actually be in another plane. Speculation of that sort's best left to mages, though. Gates appear where enough of the power accumulates. Know that much. But whenever I get too close...
Monsters arise.
That happens. Sorry, not of this world.
Took a little longer for them to say that soon.
So have a taste of my own special welcome.
My own special welcome. Oh, that's cool. You got there's the actual like fissure there. Have other battles had that in there? I can't remember. Oh wow, okay. I'm coming after you. Stop. I did it again. Whoa. It's just like, well, let me try that again. Okay. That was a nice finish.
approach gate spawns more of those creatures, then shuts again. Need to keep it open somehow. Should probably find someone skilled in magic. Well, this is just great.
Yay. Crossing the Holy Sword. Though rumors of magic came from what in this world was called the West... I was gonna say the West World, but anyways, the West... Geralt's instincts told him there were more practitioners to be found to the east. Choosing to follow his gut's instinct, he found himself deep in a stone cave in the Himalayas, which turned out to be the home of a master swordsman. It was said the old swordsman had lived there for generations. Oh, it's gonna be Edgemaster? Who are just kind of there just to make plot devices work?
So where's the damn gate?
What is it you seek, stranger?
You must be that old man I've heard about. Got a favor to ask of you.
Is that a friend of yours?
Oh, hi again.
No. In case you didn't notice, we don't exactly get along. Freaks around here really seem to love me.
I will kill you!
Yada yada. Let's get to it. Show you how a witcher does things.
I don't really know why we're having to fight the same guy like 3 times. What the heck did I just do? Ow. Ow. I blocked that last hit. Ow. Ow.
Let's dance. Stand up. Now take my steel. Not your lucky day.
Oh, I got it. I got another ring out, boys.
So, that's how I ended up here.
By fighting that guy. All the way here.
As you know, the gate to astral chaos sometimes opens unexpectedly.
Astral chaos? Okay, that's a new thing.
But to open a gate to another realm, you would need to utilize the power of the sword locked deep within astral chaos.
Go on.
Simply opening the gate will not be enough. You need a signpost that definitively points the way. It needs to have a strong connection to where you came from.
Phantasmal Care Morin. Gotta be it.
If you open the gate at the right place and at the right time.
All sounds good. Except, well, I'm a stranger here. Sure you're allowed to reveal such secrets to me?
I believe I can trust you. One learns a thing or two after years of brutal training to sharpen one's skills to their zenith.
Thanks for the help, old man.
You should know, it is a perilous way. There is no room for error, and you may even fail, through no fault of your own. I know not whether I should encourage such a gamble.
Worth a try, far as I'm concerned.
Very well. I shall teach you a secret ritual for eliciting the power of the spirit sword, Soul Calibur.
Geralt gets to use the power of Soul Calibur. That's actually kind of cool. A fated nemesis. Geralt returned to the phantasmal Kaer Morhen, intent on opening the gate to his own dimension using the power of Soul Calibur. However, just as the gate was set to open, he was confronted by an unwelcome visitor who, for some reason, he felt a strange connection to. Who could it be? It's Midsummer.
We finally meet, Geralt. Like a dog after a bone.
What is it, Geralt? I thought it was
Not interested in
Geralt.
fighting you. Plain as that. You cannot escape me. We settle this now. Fine. Your funeral then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Geralt? I don't know, Geralt sounds better. Just because it's like, oh, weirder.
Battle 1. Fight! We shall see what a witcher can do.
No.
True strength doesn't have
Jeez, okay. Can you not use the same moves and just keep hitting me? That's a cool move. Ouch. Ow. Whew. Ow.
Time to end you. Depart this life.
Oh, so it is Geralt. Ah, crap. I saw him attacking, but...
Battle 4. Fight.
Oh, that would have been a funny way to end this. Aw, how did that miss? Yeah, ring out for the win.
This nuisance really has taken a shine to me.
Gary with no eye, so Geralt.
Sorry, gate's about to open. Party ends now. What? But I was just getting into it! Had a worthy opponent in you, no two ways about it. Love to finish our fight, but, well, Witcher duties call.
Or like plot convenience calls.
We're returning home? Very well. Come back anytime. I'll be waiting. So long, samurai. It's been emotional. ride, but it's almost over. Finally. Great. Now just need to get through the damn gate. Let's do this. Sri Vasu Svaha. Ah!
I was going, because you messed it up or something. Yeah, Mitsurugi is just like everywhere, pretty much.
Witcher, as I live and breathe, you have returned.
Head feels like it's gonna explode. Mind keeping it down?
Forgive me, my methods were a bit harsh. However, at least now you know I am innocent. No? How was the other world? Do tell!
Well, it'd take some time.
Then step over here and make yourself comfortable. Would you care for some fine wine?
Warm welcome. Nice and all. But as I see it, you owe me a lot more than that.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
But Geralt's story wasn't... Geralt's story wasn't bound to the two swords like at all. Alright, that is the last of the stories, and we got a trophy, a Transcendent Tale. So, wow, it's kind of crazy thing. Yeah, the whole Geralt's whole story was just like, I want to get back home. Oh, there's astral fissures. Okay, use that thing. But so, by far the best stories were Yoshimitsu, Raphael, Siegfried's was pretty good. I liked Ivy's for some reason. It was just kind of good. Gro's was like pretty good. It was kind of like the first actually good one I had played. Zhenghua's is okay. Maxie's, Voldo's, and especially freaking Zasalamel. Oh, and also Tala, but Zasalamel, their stories are terrible. I don't understand what they were doing with Zasalamel. It's like, okay, we got all these characters' stories, we're not missing any, right? And it's like 2 days before launch, and they're like, oh crap, we forgot Zosima. Okay, just write dialogue. Okay, Zosima, voice actor, come in, read these lines. And it's literally just, what is it, 7 different quote-unquote chapters of him just reading what he's written. It's like, nobody cares. You have the freaking museum for that. But anyways, that's gonna do it. That's all the stories in Soul Chronicle mode. I got all the other live streams on my YouTube channel, or well, on here, I guess. But yeah, it was actually kind of a fun ride, so to speak. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend doing that. And, you know, hit the notification bell, because as stupid as it is, it actually helps. And yeah, I'll see everyone on whatever I'm doing next. I got a game capture card finally, so I could probably start doing some Switch, or Nintendo Switch stuff. Pretty cool. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in whatever's next.